Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Street. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Street. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's our time.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Street. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Street. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready, 70, Indy.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Ready.
From the gun, Street. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The throw over the middle, taken in. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down, Eagles.
24. Go. Right. He's top right here.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now, Wentz again. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming this way.
Back to throw. Street. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. Street. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Back man. 180.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The 47-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 280.
Rebound,
57. 57.
2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. 280.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and score. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
I got you, boy.
On On second down, it's Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Come on, D.
Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Street, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, they're really...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm scared.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Street. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's make these babies cry. Big rip.
Off play action. Street. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Street to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Street. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go, back. 180. Hey, great 5-2, on here.
24 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, Delta.
24 is the mic.
Wait, good.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
82.
Watch two. Come on, boy.
Wentz now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
18 Gators.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down. Street. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Conley. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go.
There you go. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Dobbins, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this. Thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. Waiting.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch the edge.
Ramp.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 180.
Box 2. Check right.
Split that.
On second down, Dobbins, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch tight end. Even. 4.
Now Wentz on third down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Street. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Street. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Street. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on third down. Street. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Street. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Street. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, Street. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Street. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
To number 88. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Street. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A fourth-quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia.